Welcome to another episode of Africa 360. What is the role of activism in the development of Africa? I once listened to somebody criticize the great Professor PLO Lumumba. As we all know, in the recent past, Professor PLO Lumumba from Kenya has been making a lot of speeches around Africa and even in the world about what ails Africa and what we need to do to improve the African situation. So I once had somebody saying, Professor Pierre Lumumba just talks a lot, but without action. So, is it not worth it to speak in loud voices about what ails the African continent? Is it not worth it to engage and to discuss on what the African problem is and what solutions we can come up with to improve the African situation? I believe it is a worthwhile cause that people like Professor PLO Lumumba are involved in. To speak and to engage on what the African situation is a way of developing ideas, is a way of inspiring the current generation and the generations to come on taking action for the sake of development of the African nation. The power of speech can never be underrated. If you are a Christian, you will know that the theory of creation, according to the book of Genesis, says that the world was created merely by speaking. God spoke and things came to be. So speech can never be underrated. Speaking out and inspiring the population can never be underestimated. It is upon the words of people like Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X, that the Black population in the United States of America was inspired to fight for their rights. It is through these speeches that the American leadership was able to listen and give rights, more rights, or equal rights to the people of Black race in the United States. So speech has always had its place in the human life. It is through speaking that things come to be. Today in Africa, we rely on the words of Kwame Nkrumah to inspire us towards the goal of having a united Africa, free of neocolonialism. According to Kwame Nkrumah, early in the 1960s, he spoke that Africa needed to unite, and Africa needed to unite now. So by remembering those words, we keep in mind that the goal of uniting the African people is not tomorrow, but now. It's an urgent matter that we need to work on, to rid ourselves of neocolonialism to bring our minds together and to forge a new path of prosperity. So yes, Professor PLO Lumumba and others should continue to speak so that they can bring the African dream to life. Thank you.